FEU unfortunately wasn't able to get set number 3. That means it's a do or die set here in set number 4 in this finals match game 2. NU just really scoring and scoring and scoring, taking the driver's seat there. FEU trying to catch up at the tail end of that set, but sa dulo ang namutawi ay syempre ang ating Bulldogs, and they ended closing that out with Kim Malabunga on that quick attack.
I thought that they had some insurance points as they were able to build a 3 set points doon sa bandang dulo, and even if they committed some mistakes in the end, dalawa yung nasungkit doon ng FEU para mabawasan sa isang set point na lamang yung hawak ng NU, but they were not able to extend the third set simply because the play that was mapped out by Coach Dante after a call timeout was executed, and it was aided by that excellent reception coming from Nico Almendras. And looking at the numbers once again, the offense of these two teams, the top 2 hitting teams, showing us the roster power that they have with their wing spikers and their ace playmakers. But again, I think that the main difference in that win by NU in the third set, yung kanilang blocking. At kahit meron silang maraming errors na dalawa, mas marami kaysa sa FEU, mas nangyari yan dun sa unahan. At yan ang hindi nadagdagan sa bandang dulo. Samantalang para sa FEU, now they have to rely on Silang to be able to tie the set count at 2 apiece and hopefully extend this match into a 5th and final set to try and live to fight another day as they attempt to extend the series to a game number 3 kung sakasakaling makalusot dito sa game 2 ng ating serye.
So aside from the do or die game, this is a do or die set for the side, on the side of our Tamaraws. Pero ito, Coach Ron, may na-miss ka bang any game dito sa UAAP? Alam ko tayo, pag nag-review tayo ng games natin, pinapanood natin yan online, and syempre napapanood natin yan through I-Want.
Automatic
na yan.
Bawal na mag-miss.
Oo, syempre. Pero kung na-miss nyo, may I-Want naman. So, i-check out nyo po ang I-Want. That's the I-Want app on your App Store and your Play Store, and you may also check us out via iwant.ph. Nandyan po tayo sa sports section ng I-Want. But back to our ball game, dalawang magkasunod na puntos ang nakuha ng FEU.
Good start for the Tamaraws. It's been a long wait for them to bring home another title.
Silang now on the serve.
Service out.
That's out. 3-point. Papupunta sa NU. 2-1.
Chris, Ian played a total of 3 sets out of the 4 sets. In game 1 of the series, scored 1 point.
And usually pinapasok for a double substitution para sa panic ni Coach Ray Diaz to make sure full front line. Secure a full front line. Saura on the serve. Sian goes up to that patong play. Garcia overcooking that.
Well, they tried to swipe that last shot off the blockers. Instead, they will allow NU to score 3 straight points after a 2-point lead by FEU was established at 2-0.
Still serving, Francis Saura.
3-2. Silang goes up to Solis. Solis getting a point off the block.
The rebound play coming from Solis, making sure that NU will not rattle off 4 straight points. We're tied at 3. Second deadlock here in the 4th set. Game 1 of the series, that match took 1 hour and 42. Coach Ray Diaz unhappy that last rally.
Coach Dante being very specific here.
Now serving, Duke Garcia.
Garcia now serving. Picked up there by Marcos Retamar. Goes to the back. Quick, that short run for Kim Malabunga.
Right, a short run, but a simple flick of the wrist was enough to beat that chase down of the blocker. And Malabunga has been stellar, at least in the last 4 matches for NU, dating back to the last part of the 2nd round.
Tamar will now serve. Lorenzo was there. Silang goes to the back quick for Kiel. Returned. They go up to Paler. Paler off the hands of the blockers. Marcos set up for Bagunas. Triple block off the hands of the blockers.
Off the block.
And literally, you can say that Retamar used his head in helping out NU extract that last point from FEU. Almost an attack point for FEU. Tumama sa ulo ni Retamar. Marcus once again acting as the secondary setter, setting up itong si Brian Bagunas.
Sasagot ang FEU with Richard Solis off the hands of Retamar.
With a combination play.
Abante ng isang puntos na lamang ang NU.
Lagi nating binibida, mahirap kalaban ng NU pag lamang. At ang tangka ng FEU dito ay silang makakuha ng kalamangan. Hindi lamang sa umpisa, kundi at least up to the midpoint of the set to put more pressure on NU. And
Malabunga
is
with a
right now
monstrous
at the top
attack.
of his game. Bumilis, lumakas, at tumaas ang kumpiyansa. Playing out his final year for NU. One of 4 players leaving the Bulldogs this year. After this year, rather.
Half of the first 6 will actually be gone by next year, season 82. But the last one who hit, rather Malabunga, will get the point.
At least 3 of the first 7 points of NU in the 4th set has come from Kim Malabunga. At si Malabunga, alam ko hindi tubong Batangas. Pero napakahusay, hindi lamang mataas. Second tallest player this season, itong si Kim Malabunga.
Easy pick up there
From
for
Quezon
Lorenzo.
Province. So 22 years old.
Standing 6'5". Pero ito, abante ng 4 na puntos, Coach Ron. Ang NU Bulldogs.
This is a big cushion for NU. Talking about itong how this match has been played kasamang Sinji.
Ayan na ang inyong paboritong Lady Eagles dahil at 3:30 sisimulan ng i-award ang individual awards para sa ating women's division, and right after that it will be the start of Ateneo's conquest for this do-or-die match against UST, who has the 1-game advantage in this 3 times of a game against UST. So it's going to be exciting how things will turn out later, Coach Ron, in the women's division as well. Cici Rondina, of course. We've seen the news. The family is here. We're all excited for her. Back to our ball game. Pumabol ang FEU ng 1 puntos, pero bumawi naman agad ang NU. 9-5.
Kaya kalamangan na nanatili sa 4.
On the service line.
Talk about UST. Sinjin, the last championship para sa UST was in season 72. They finished in the 7th spot last year. And Cici Rondina and some of the Golden Tigresses will be playing out their final year as well. While for Ateneo, they're looking to regain the crown that they lost in season 78. At a 3-year championship crown na para sa Ateneo Lady Eagles. But they have to win 2 straight against UST. NU is only 1 set away from reestablishing a repeat.
Now serving.
Looking for their 4th championship in school history. While FEU is trying to win the championship for the Moraita-based university for the first time since season 74.
Jude Garcia hitting that ball, finding a way. Going for that off-the-block hit.
Wala tayong halos nakikitang long rallies dating back to the 3rd set. Bilis ng palitan ng mga puntos. At ito yung gusto ng NU.
And the pace of the game is quite different. Let's see how this would unfold.
Alam mo, kontrolado ng FEU yung pace dun sa unang set eh. But it has been the same storyline as in game 1 of the series. Yung initial game plan ng FEU, gumagana eh. At gumana, nakakukuha sila ng set eh. But then when in-game adjustments are made by NU,
Hindi na sila nakakasagot.
kasi nakukuha ng NU yung talagang laro nila eh. Na-establish nila yung lakas na na-impose nila sa mga kalaban nila. In the last 15 wins, because this team has won 15 straight matches after FEU defeated them last Feb 16.
3 points ahead are the Bulldogs, finding their way to the championship by closing this set out. On the other side of the court, FEU making something or doing something right now to make sure that they're still alive in this championship series.
And Saura was denied. Well read by Garcia and Kiel. Was that Kiel? That's correct.
Yep. Service from CNC lang on the other side Itamar goes up to Baguna's triple block, and it finds its way back to the court of NU. Point goes to FEU.
FEU is back, down by 4 earlier. Itamar, porsentuhang bigay kay Bagunas, but a triple block. Quickly envelopes itong si Brian Bagunas, lead down to 1.
That has been the game plan of FEU. Talagang triple block ang sasabay kay Brian. Just like on that last play, pero hindi na nahabol ni Barika.
I was about to say, slowly but surely, Chris Silang has become more comfortable and has also hurt NU's reception defense.
Now serving, Francis Saura.
2 points ahead are the Bulldogs. Saura on the serve. On the other side, they go to a back wing. Can we say that's a back wing play? That play from Silang was quite interesting. Kiel on that back wing on sa 4. Pumalo si Garcia.
Talikod ka lang, ha? Kasi... Basta talikod lang, ha?
Yellow card elect.
Warning for misconduct, jersey number 7.
Our referee's quite busy handing out those yellow cards today. 1 point disadvantage for the Tamaraws.
Well, I think it is with reason. Kasi, dating back to set 1, medyo makulay na eh.
Mainit na eh.
Oo.
Now serving,
Umiinit na naman yung laban.
Pag dumidikit eh, biglang sumasabay yung antics ng ating mga players. Malabunga
Is hit.
over the blockers there.
outside, point for FEU.
Abante or tatabla rather ang ating talaan sa 12.
Malaki-laki na yung kinayod pabalik dito ng FEU. Attack errors happening para dito sa National U. Reception problems also coming into play for the Bulldogs.
Natividad there on your screens earlier.
Ooh.
Great adjustment from Lorenzo. But the finish from Solis in that scrappy play just shows how much they want this
He
game.
kept his eyes on the play. And the moment that ball was up, tinalo na niya si Barike to salvage at last point. Very good scoring run for FEU. Not only are they back in the hunt, but they take the lead.
Solis playing the game of his life here today.
Well, he has to.
Just if he doesn't want this to be his last game.
Correct. It's a sink or swim situation, remember, para sa FEU.
Now serving,
Tied
Joshua.
at 13. NU with the serve. They go up to Kiel. Deny there. Great reaction coverage on the side of FEU, but Bagunas will hammer it through
Off the
and
block,
get the point
Ryan
back to NU.
Bagunas.
Bagunas was able to hit that ball before the blockers were established. Quick to snap his wrist.
King Bulldog,
Top dog.
the top dog. Alpha dog.
Galing.
Pumas. Valer on the other side.
No
Return back to
entry.
him with that hit.
Natividad was also the Rookie of the Year 4 years ago. And Almendras will follow his footsteps.
Combination of Malabunga and Natividad
Right.
just denying Valer there.
And restoring a 2-point lead, but that lead will be down to 1 on this service error coming from their ace setter, Joshua Retamar.
Coach Ray Diaz continuing to keep the calm on the side of FEU. FEU just a stride away.
Ako, palitan ng service errors at palitan ng puntos. Pabor sa inyo yan.
2 points ahead are the Bulldogs. We talked about his name. He has been injected back in the game. Talking about Angelo Nico Almendras, who deserved and received the Rookie of the Year plum earlier.
10 points per game for this best first-year player for season 81. And he will be at the forefront of NU's offense starting next year. Mentored, of course, by this year's MVP, Brian Bagunas. Brian Bagunas and 3 other players will be leaving the Bulldogs. At maayos yung kanilang transition
Brian
dahil
Bagunas.
magandang recruitment Coach Dante Alinsunurin para dito sa National University.
What a set there coming from CNC lang. But the
Marcos with another
pancake.
pancake.
Almendras under that ball there. The save from Lorenzo.
Nico Almendras.
They're not able to pop that ball up.
Pati si Malabunga.
Sumasama.
Sumasama na. What about Ricky Marcos once again? And then the transition attack coming from Nico Almendras.
Di mo alam kung tutulungan o
Tinulungan naman ni James.
tinulungan naman after.
Tinulungan.
Maler on that double quick. They go up. Triple block. That doesn't
4
cross the
touches.
tape of the net. 4 touches called against NU.
Coach Ray Diaz and Coach Dante Alinsunurin up from their seats. The pressure is on for FEU. Win 4th set and send this match into a 5th and final set for Coach Dante to repeat. Beat FEU for the 2nd straight match and repeat its title that they won, rather a championship run that they won last year, aiming for their 4th run in school history.
Silang went to Paler there. On the other side, Pagunas, Natividad will adjust. On the other side, they choose a back row play from Jude Garcia. Back row din ang sasagot, but successful si Brian Pagunas.
7 years into the finals, Bagunas has played in the championship for the 5th straight year. And he will try to bring home 3 titles in his 5 years playing for the Bulldogs.
And Bagunas just hitting it like he's in the front line.
Walang problema sa kanya yan kasi nag-glide at ang tagal sa aere.
Bagunas there with the reception. They go to Nico Almendras,
Nico
who finally
Almendras.
scores from the open side. Timeout ang itatawag dito ni Coach Ray Diaz. But look at this again, Coach Ron.
This is about separation. And NU's 1-2 punch delivering in the last 2 sequences for a 4-point lead for the NU Bulldogs.
Let's listen to the FEU timeout.
Go! Go!
Ano kailangan natin? Ba't kasi tumitigil tayo? Tayo mismo nagbibigay sa kanila ng pag-asa eh. Huwag kayo tumigil. Focus tayo sa ginagawa natin. Kung ano yung inensayo natin, yun lang yung gagawin natin. Bayaan nyo sila. Hayaan nyo sila yung sumunod sa atin. Sunod tayo ng sunod sa kanila eh. Bayaan nyo sila. Basta tayo gawin natin yung gagawin natin.
Earlier
I want talaga.
Now serving.
Earlier we saw some of the members of the Ateneo Blue Eagles
Service error. Point
men's
for
volleyball
FEU.
team. But here, after the timeout, point is returned to the side of FEU.
NU was hoping that they can extend that 4-point lead to about plus 1 point to extend their advantage to 5. Instead, FEU will get that 3-point and the lead is down to 3.
FEU wanting to take back the control of this set. Let's see if they will be able to do that. Almendras on that drop.
Oh!
Great saves there from FEU. Bagunas though, just
Ryan
unstoppable. Going through the blockers there. Let's look at the sequence again. Pancake, save.
Pero alam mo, magandang ginawa ng NU. They kept playing. No whistle was blown. They kept playing. Once again, the back row master gets the job done for NU. And they have reached the 20-point level. Up by 4, 2016. Miss it for the graduating player Francis Saura.
Bagunas now marking 31 big points, Coach Ronnie.
On built around 30 attack points and 1 kill block. This year's best scorer was crossed over the 300-point level once again,
Now serving. JD Bugawan.
reestablishing his dominant form. 31 points sa finals.
5 points away from getting the gold here at the UAP. Almendras
Overreaching.
will be called an overreaching violation.
Reaching beyond the net. Point for FEU.
Nakakatakam talaga yan.
May halong gigil, may halong excitement, may halong kaba. Let's look at that again. Silang was poised to get that ball. Up by 2 still are the NU Bulldogs. Bugawan will now serve for FEU. Picked up by Marcos. Natividad goes up to Almendras. Off the hands of the blockers.
Ooh.
But that's
No,
it.
no
Point goes
way.
to FEU.
Misread by Ricky Marcos.
And
The
that's
FEU
Timeout,
bravely
NU.
charging back. 3 straight points. Lead down to 1. 20 points for NU. 19 for FEU.
Tamara was just an inch closer. Timeout by Coach Dante Alinsunurin.
Okay, sige. Okay, isang maganda receive lang tayo. Okay? Sige, Francis, B. Dos. Backline tayo. Okay, kapit. Receive lang. Tatlong misreceive yan. Kanina pa. Ha? Okay? Naindihan? Mamaya i-maximize. Ikot na, parang ikot ka sa
Hindi ba mas kumaki yung gitna yung bola?
Gitna ang bola. Tumba tapos ano, yan. Tapos backline yan.
Another specific play from
Yes.
the architect of the NU
Right.
Bulldogs.
After timeout plays, extremely critical, especially at this stage. Because FEU has gathered momentum.
And on the side, Coach Ron, narinig
Right.
natin si Coach Dong De La Cruz. Isang dating magaling naman nilalaro ng ating national team na setter. Sinasabi niya sa Etamar na pumunta kay Bagunas sa back row. And they do go to back row Bagunas.
At may narinig din akong paalala kay Ricky Marcos na tibayan yung reception. At dahil sa maayos yung first ball nila, Bagunas with another back row play from a different position, but with the same outstanding result, 2-point lead. 21-19, crucial juncture of the fourth set.
That was a crucial part because that brings Brian Bagunas back up front.
Sa harap,
Delikado na to.
Sara was not able to score earlier. He was blocked. Now, he returns the favor, but more importantly, he pushes NU 1 point
Timeout,
closer
FEU.
to the mountaintop. 3-point lead for NU, 22-19, fourth set.
Let's listen to this FEU timeout by Coach Ray Diaz.
Dito mo dinala. Lock. Dito mo dalhin, Owen. Siyan. Ang palo mo, paltokin mo dito. Katamar. Kabila. Pag nagkabalikan ng bola, dalawa. Ikot. Baka mag-run. C. Back row. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Pasok tayo.
Specific play as well, coming from Coach Edison or Julio. Coach Ray Diaz quite silent in the timeout. And ito, adjustment na nakita natin kanina. Benok Ancheta, pinasok para kay Nico Almendras. What I'm interested to see though is, will this change the dynamic up front? Because it's an option for Benok to set up Joshua Retamar.
Now serving. Beno Anceta.
Benok on the serve. Picked up there by Lorenzo. They go to the running kill. Single block by the silencer, Ryan Bagunas.
The Punisher, the Silencer, the best player of the year.
For CMC lang.
And no doubt, is a consummate two-way player for Coach Dante Alinsunurin. Ricky Marcos acknowledging that last defensive gem coming from Bagunas. And that builds another 4-point lead, 2 points away
From getting the crown here at the UAAP Season 81 Men's Volleyball Tournament.
Ganda naman ng serve
Over-receive.
ni Ancheta.
They go up to Bagunas again. Triple block doesn't work. And when in doubt, you check it out. It's championship points to be played next year
Match point opportunity
for the Bulldogs. Let's look at this again.
Against the triple block, that's over the triple block, overpowering the three blockers. And
Serving for the
pushing
match.
NU to 5
Beno
set points,
Anceta.
equivalent to 5 championship points.
Tough moments for the Bulldogs. Ancheta on the serve. Picked up there by RJ Paler. They go to Solis. On the other side, Retamar chooses the MVP. The MVP scores
After
and
winning
gives
in
the
3
championship
sets.
back
And
to the
still,
Bulldogs.
your
It's a
defending
back-to-back
champions,
gold finish for the
National
Bulldogs.
University Bulldogs.
And the celebration on the side of NU, the blue shirts just chanting their way up for celebration. But on the other side of the court, FEU continues to be calm and collected. But right now, it's NU's moment. And what a rightful way to finish that last 3 points. by
Bagunas will
Brian
score his
Bagunas.
35th point on that last point that he will score in his UAAP career. What a glorious way to end his UAAP career together with Kim Malabunga, Francis Saura, and of course, itong si Mads Gampong, and they will repeat as UAAP title holders. 4th championship in school history, and the title drought continues for the FEU Tamaraws, who last won the championship in season 74. But I thought that FEU gave NU all that they could handle, and it took NU's best to beat FEU this year. Pwede mong sabihin, hindi
Bumitaw,
naibigay
at
at
hindi
hindi
binigay
bumigay ng
lamang.
NU. Talagang kinuha ng NU by bringing out their best, especially in this title series. And once again, the forefront of this title campaign for NU, the season MVP, Brian Bagunas, together with the rest of the Bulldogs.
Well fought and hard fought was this championship for the Bulldogs. But on the side of FEU, we of course thank the services of Richard Solis and RJ Paler, who performed in their last playing year here at the UAP.
Tandaan natin,
Number
FEU also
17,
lost
Team Malabunga.
its ace playmaker na si Owen Suarez, who went down with
18,
cramps
Men's.
late in the third set. Rizzi lang did his best, but it was not enough to overcome a gritty, a confident, and a very much experienced NU Bulldogs roster. And right now, NU will be once again the UAAP champions for the 2nd straight year.
And on the side of the NU Bulldogs, Coach Sean, talking about the kings again of UAP, Bagunas, Saura, Malabunga, and Gampong will be leaving the pen for Coach Dante Alinsunurin. And so let's look at the last play again.
Ancheta did an excellent job from the service line.
Today, definitely impeccable. Those sharp services, those services that were floaters, really
Saka
effective.
yung block defense, yung